of OG?
He's going to warm up. Everything's good. We'll go.
As you prepare for the Kings, what stands out and what do you guys need to do tonight?
Very gifted offensively. Box. Obviously, that's an offense unto itself, and then you couple that with Sabonis, and it's a different type of offense because Sabonis can lead the break, great playmaker, dribble handoffs, that sort of thing. They very good driving kick team. I think they've improved a lot defensively. Very good team.
I just have one question, Coach. And it was back when you was coaching in the Midway, Chicago. Is Sabonis doing anything different now? Now that he's on the West Coast, playing with the Kings, that he was doing differently when he was in Indianapolis.
I think like when you look at he's always been a gifted passer, clever inside, very good dribble handoff screens. I think probably what's changed is just his experiences. Like the more you play, you learn, you grow. You can tell like the type of player he has the ability to think on his feet. Always been physical, and I think the way they've built their team, surrounding him with the players that they have, opens the floor up for him even more. So he's going to make you pay for body position mistakes. If you cut, the one thing is I think their movement is great because they know if you cut and you're open, he's going to hit you. So that makes people cut hard.
With OG, what led to him being listed as questionable? Because I know you guys were very confident.
Yeah, just normal stuff. Each game is as he goes through this, just coming back, and there's going to be soreness involved, and just see where it is. And he went through shoot around today, and so that was good. And then so it's just day by day.
Is there any plan to say injury management? Is there any plan to manage him throughout this? Have some
there is with all the players. I think this time of the year, you just you want to make sure he's good, and there's guys are going to be nicked up. That's part of this, and you have to get through those things. But obviously, if a guy is injured, he's not going to be out there. But if he's got soreness and pain, he can get through those things, and then just keep going.
I hate to keep asking this every day, but Julius, I know.
Then don't.
You
don't hate it that much.
I gotta do it. Julius is on the trip, and I saw him this morning. Is he doing any contact yet?
No, he's not. No.
Oh, here we go.
You hate to ask the question too?
No, I'm very excited.
That's the difference.
You guys listed OG with injury management.
Yeah.
What is that?
Injury management is injury management.
What's the injury?
Injury management.
That seems circular.
No, obviously it's his elbow, but it's anytime someone comes back from surgery, you're monitoring it, So, but we anticipated all this. There's going to be some days where there's soreness involved.
So to be clear, there's not an additional injury on
No,
top of the surgery.
no.
Can we get the mic over here?
Yeah. Coach, when you look at a guy like Keon Ellis, kind of giving them some life coming off the bench, how different is it to prepare for guys that kind of come in and get hot as of late?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I tell our players all the time, and we just saw it in the last game against Portland. First of all, you can't get here without being a great player. So everyone on the roster, a guy may not be in the rotation initially, then he comes in, maybe it's a smaller role, then it gets expanded. Well, every player has strengths, so we have to understand how good he is and what he brings to the team, and that energy and toughness is something that we have to be aware of, And I think you look at their entire team, how it all fits together. I think Harrison Barnes is a guy that gets overlooked oftentimes, and he's a terrific player. He does everything. He can play multiple positions. He can shoot the ball, put it on the floor, he can throw him in the post. He can play make. Harder is got great size, can shoot the ball. I think what they've gotten out of Monk has been great for them. Monk has proven to be a really gifted scorer. So it's a team that has a lot of weapons, and we have to be ready for that.
In terms of dictating the pace tonight, what's the first thing that the Knicks have to do?
Well, I think the big thing is we got to make sure that we're protecting the basket. And, as I said, the speed of Fox is something that our entire team has to be aware of, and we can't take, bad shots that put them in the open floor. But the thing that's probably a little bit different is when Sabonis is leading the break. And then I think Fox plays extremely well off of that too. So now you got to guard him off the catch, and that's different than off the dribble. So it's unique in that sense, and you can't jog, you can't backpedal. We got to get back and protect the basket. And then on the flip side of that, we got to push the ball back. We need easy baskets.
I just had two more about OG.
Oh no, you're right. You're on.
If he plays, is there any minutes restriction?
No, but he's coming. There's more of a guideline with him. He's just coming back, so we'll see where he is, and we'll go from there.
And were there any more additional tests on a double?
I don't believe so, but I don't know for certain.
Next one.
So I know share the love with Mike. So I know the league has kind of come out and said on the record that they did not instruct officials to call the game differently at all at any point in the last month and a half, 2 months, whatever it's been. But scoring is down since the beginning of February, and it does seem from watching a lot of basketball that their games are more physical now, and there's a little more bumping allowed in the paint. What's your perspective of that evolution, Ben? And has it changed anything for you? In terms
Not
of the
really.
playing style?
I think, and you're right. There is, I think there's a couple things, and it's probably a compilation of a number of things. It's probably where we are in the season, so the pace may be a little bit slower than it was initially. And their guidelines of how they call and define marginal contact are different. With speed is a big part of officiating the marginal contact. So I think from that standpoint, and then the official's number one job is to control and manage the game. So if it's hard fought and it's clean and it's competitive, then they've done a good job. If it's no one wants to see a game in which there's 80 free throws taken. So and on every play there's marginal contact. So how do you define it? And as long as somebody's not gaining an advantage, right, then I'm fine with the way. Some games are going to be called tighter than others. We have to adjust to that. I think once you get to the playoffs, it's officiated differently. I wouldn't say it differently. It's still the marginal contact, but the fact that you're playing the same team over and over, it's going to heighten the intensity. So, for the most part, is like as long as the game is managed well, right? That's all we are asking for is the consistency in which it's managed, and then marginal contact is hard to define, and I think the more experienced people can define it a little bit better because they've been through it more.
Considering how physical you guys are as a team, really on both sides, like, do you feel like a more physical style, is that something you can lean into more if there's more give there?
Well, I think the big thing is, with physicality, it's not you just can't go out there and whack people. Those are fouls, and the thing that we try to pride ourselves on you start with your individual fundamentals and then you build into your team fundamentals, and you want to play hard without fouling. And we're one of the lowest foul teams in the league, and that's a tribute to the discipline and the fundamentals of doing it the right way and that sort of thing. So I think your positioning is important, and understanding who you're guarding is important. So that's all part of it. But I think it's the officiating. It's one of the hardest things to do. Oftentimes, we think we have it right, and the next day you're going through the film and you're rewinding 7-8 times and you're still not sure. And these guys are doing it in real time, so it's not easy. So you try to factor that into it as well.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks.